Here we are again. We've had some technical difficulties this evening. I mean, it's all on that. I don't want to put out. I want to put out some quality stuff, but I know I'm kind of annoying that way. We got the terrorists out here. It's like there's
We already did a whole show,
Yeah,
but
we've had some
we
issues,
recorded
but-
on the phone,
but,
and
yeah.
we like the audio on
Yeah.
that.
So tell me, Anthony, you wanted to give a shout out. Let's do a shout out to a local high school baseball team, close to our hearts. The Crows. That's
Yes.
Wyatt and Hunter's baseball coach, and he's a very proud dad. And you wanted to give a shout out today
I
about
want
that.
to give a shout out to Timber Creek for beating the South Lake Dragons and moving on to the finals. And
And that's awesome,
It is.
because that's something that they've strived for a number of years to actually do. And I guess they did very, very well.
they did.
Unfortunately, it looked as if it was going to rain, so we didn't. We didn't go to the game because it looked like it was going to get rained out. But they played anyways. So
That's correct. We
yeah.
had the same thing. We had tickets and
Yeah.
everything. We didn't go. We had
Yeah.
a big tournament the next
the
day.
next
as well,
day, yeah,
and
so to speak,
so to speak,
yeah, because that all turned soggy too, didn't it?
they did.
Yeah, because first thing in the morning it's 4:45 and I'm up and at it, and because we have the dreaded 8 o'clock game, the absolute dreaded 8 o'clock game, and everybody who does any activity with their kids and it's an 8 o'clock event, it doesn't matter what it is, that's early on the weekends, so
Very.
very, very early. So I don't know about you, but you probably experience the same thing that we do in our household. That guy is up at 4:45, ready to go.
Ready to go.
He's got his uniform on and his eye black on, and he is ready to play. And I can't get this guy to do this Monday through Friday to go do it through school.
Correct.
But you put a bat in his hand or a ball. I mean, I'm sure that
the game to be played.
absolutely, absolutely. So good job, team. I'm happy for them. It was a great win. I saw lots of pride in that parent in Michael's eyes, when he was telling us the whole story.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. South Lake complained a little
Yeah.
bit. They thought the refs were on our side and not their side. And once again, that's we always talk about how someone's always chirping.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want to recognize the fact that there was
Yeah.
15 hits.
Yeah.
But he's still on their side.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
it takes hits.
So
to
what
win
was the
game.
final score of that game?
I think it was 10-3.
10-3.
Yeah.
All right.
According
That's
to- you asked them, it was 10
Yeah.
for the ref and 3 for them. You know what I mean?
That's usually how it
Yeah,
goes. You've got one or the other. You've either got a winner or you got a loser. So
That's correct.
it's that way every single time. So what else is on your mind tonight?
Well,
let's
I
let's just do a lightning round. You have a few things you want to talk
Sure.
about?
Well, I was telling you that, I wanted to talk to you about, I had an experience driving home from hunting, and we'll digress again another 2 weeks back, but we didn't talk about it. We talked about it probably in the
This is
evening
when you were
time.
doing the hog hunt.
The hog hunt, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm driving home. It's on Sunday, and there's a bunch of 65-mile-an-hour zones, and then there's a coming little town. You're supposed to go from 65 to 45,
Yeah.
and I zoomed through the first one, and Ryan tells me, "Dad, you gotta be careful. They go 65 to 45, and this is where they get you." I said, "Okay, that's perfect. Thank you for telling me. I really did not notice it, and I wasn't paying attention. Perfect." Come to the next one. I was probably going faster than that, but when I started slowing down, I already saw him.
Yeah.
Of course, he pulls me over, comes and talks to me, and asks me, "Is there an emergency? What's going on? Where am I coming from?" And I just said I was coming hunting, and I wasn't paying attention to the speed limit.
So you weren't covered in any blood.
No.
Because you didn't shoot anything.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the hunt that you were on, that you were
Yes.
unsuccessful, but you had all of the beautiful equipment
That's correct.
you were state of the art.
Yes.
That was state of the art. But you get pulled over by this officer.
I do, and he says, "You're going 65 and a 45." I said, "I apologize. That was my intentions." He said, "I see you looking in your wallet. Were you trying to get your ID out for me?" I said, "I was." And my son is looking in the glove box right now to get you my insurance. He said, "Okay, let me just have your ID right now, and we'll take it, and I'll be back." comes back. He says, look, I'm going to give you a written warning
Fantastic.
on this. Please slow down. There's no rush. I know you're tired and you want to get home. but
Sure.
let's get home safe.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And now this was not my intentions. But where I was going with this was is I know that you didn't pay your registration for 3 years.
No,
on your
no, I
vehicle.
didn't. Yeah, yeah. No, I
And,
did not.
That's mind-boggling to me.
Well,
but
I'm a
you know,
rebel.
in saying that, then you woke up one day and put your kids in your car and you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go pay it."
Yeah.
It's 3 years and 2 days.
Yeah, I don't know
Let
what
me-
possessed it, but I
So-
did.
And on the way there, you get pulled over.
I certainly did.
So you've gone 3 years never getting pulled over. But the day you actually want to be a good citizen, you get pulled over.
So you're surprised?
Yes.
You're absolutely surprised with that?
Yes.
But you do know that I didn't just get pulled over once, I got pulled over twice. You know?
In the same hour.
Oh, absolutely. 2 different cities.
Two cities.
Yeah, for the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
you get a warning with, and one you get a ticket.
Oh yeah, I
with.
actually got a ticket for the second one. The warning guy was, both of them they were great. So first guy, just similar to you. What are you doing? Where are you going? Yeah. Why am I pulling you over? Well, obviously there's a reason why. My registration was out, but it was 3 years. So, and I know that you're just blown away by that, aren't you? The great state of Texas. Let me say, 3 years without paying the registration.
And the fee doesn't change. You just gotta become current. It's not
Yeah.
like you owe for 3 years.
Yeah.
You just gotta pay the current one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's a lousy
Yeah.
$70 or
Yeah,
whatever
it was
that
something
is.
like that.
I
So
mean, it wasn't a money issue for you. It was
No,
just,
it was more-
I don't want to say it's defiance. It was just maybe.
Oh, I think there was a little bit of all of that in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was shooting on the edge. I thought, you know what? Let's see how long we could go without getting this. But I just felt like it was time, and I just told the officer, "Hey, officer, this is a good learning moment." Did you do that with Ryan? Because the first thing I said is, "Officer, yeah, this is a good lesson for my kids. They're in the car." I was hoping that he'd give me the warning because I was like, kind of sweet talking him with that.
Sure.
And the first guy took it. He says, yeah, you got a warning, go right ahead, sir, get it taken care of. But I didn't make it 2 blocks.
Right.
And I got pulled over again. And it was,
You changed cities.
yeah, and it was completely the opposite there. Even though I had, the written warning, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry. If I had to do that, I have to do that for everybody. And I said, well, thank you very much. And teaching my kids this lesson of, was really value. And we moved on. And I went and paid the ticket and got the sticker and all the wonderful stuff. So I'm now legal. I can drive the car legally and not have fear. But,
I don't think you were driving with fear before. If you.
oh,
if it was
absolutely
3
not. I
years.
was not. I
You
just,
acted
I'm
like-
just I'm trying to impress, hey, look at me. I did it, but I'd probably still be driving around with it the same way just to see how much further I could go along without it. But I don't know what possessed it for me to do it, but I did. And so when you're out in California, they charged you like from day one that it didn't. That
Yeah,
you,
I mean, if you once your due date comes up and you don't pay it, then I think it doubles, and then
Oh, wow.
it keeps getting worse and
Yeah.
worse. And
So
you
you-
would probably owe the 3 years
Yeah.
in arrears.
so you're an individual that's just I've got to take care of it right today.
Yeah, you get it. You get your notice 45 days before it's due, and they actually have a little pay chart. Paid on this day, it's this
Oh,
much.
okay.
Paid on this
All
day,
right.
this much. Paid. Wait 1 day, it doubles, and so on and so on.
Well, the sad thing is that I could go to Kroger and get this.
Correct.
It's not like I have not gone into Kroger to get it. It's not difficult. I could get it in the mail.
Right.
None of that was ever painful. It's just, I think we ended up in COVID and everything shut down, and it just got away from us on that, and then it just became hey, look, let's see how long we could
I've
go.
gone 1 year when I was
Let's try it again. So, and I tell people this, they're like, you gotta be kidding me, you actually did that. I said, yeah, I totally did. I'm sorry, but yes, this is what happens. And the boys got a big kick out of it because they were able to go tell their mother, hey, Mom, Dad didn't get pulled over once, but he got pulled over twice in the same day within just like 30 minutes. Second guy was a little bit more, he followed me right to get it taken care of.
The
So,
inspection station.
oh yeah,
And
he
then
totally
to
did, and
the
and the,
registration.
yeah, and the guys were. The guys at the inspection place were like, hey, we've had a lot of these people coming in today, and, well, let's get you taken care of and get your paper, and you go get yourself taken care of. And I totally did it, and yes, I know you got a big kick out of that. You thought that was the greatest thing ever, that, I was a violator. I violated the law on the registration. Fantastic. Look at me, woo.
I try to give the police 0 reasons to pull me over, so
Yeah.
I pay the registration,
Yeah.
fix my tail lights
Yeah.
immediately.
And they have a hard job.
They do.
They have a difficult job, and I have nothing but the greatest respect for the job that they have to do. So being upset with them, I knew very well that this is where we were at with it. So, oh, what do you got going on here? Oh, this is your dog, huh?
Yeah,
So this dog's got a lot of issues.
this is the old one.
This is the old one. I mean, just relay some of the problems this little lady has. What's going on?
She's kind of like you, Joe. She's very defiant. She
She's
doesn't care. She doesn't listen to anybody.
The hair's
She
falling
says,
out?
I'm old. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
Feed me.
Yeah.
Let me lay down.
So you're
Don't talk to
comparing me to this dog
Well,
whose the hair is falling out of it.
Yes.
It's got the eyes.
What is
Does it see?
What is,
Does your dog
barely.
see? Barely sees?
Or it's selective seeing. It could be
Okay.
selective seeing.
So what about hearing? Is hearing even of? Is that
There's no hearing.
there's no hearing anymore? Well,
Unless you say the word food.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
she understands.
Well, bless you for taking care of this little terrorist here.
Well, we've had her since a baby.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah. How
14.
long? 14.
Yeah.
Oh
14,
man. Yeah.
so she,
Wow. That we have you have girls. We have a boy dog at home, and he's special.
Right.
He's a good dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't my choice.
Sure.
We had little kids, and my wife thought this would be a good thing for responsibility. Well, I got to tell you, Anthony, in all the time that we've had these guys and we've had pets, one thing I've learned about my kids, they tell you that they want something for a pet. I don't care what it is.
Sure.
If it's a fish, if it's a turtle, if it's a cat, if it's a dog, they're all in. But they don't feed, they don't water, they don't walk, they wouldn't clean a fish tank, because it's all about, that's what we got to have this.
Right.
Have you experienced that with
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Once again, I think we had this conversation on Saturday or before. We talk about how everybody thinks everybody else's household is different than theirs.
Yeah.
Same household, different characters.
Yeah, it's just a
Different
different,
mother and dad,
yeah,
different children, but they all do the same thing.
Yeah.
And all the kids think that the other house is better than their house.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I totally 100% agree with you. Well, now what's going on? You got something, what's with you? Are you sick?
No.
Okay, all right. Well,
But yes, so the
Okay.
kids think that your kids want to come over here, my kids want to go over there.
Yeah.
Your house is better than
Yeah.
To my kid, your house is better. To your kids, my house is better. To the other kid, this house is better.
Yep.
And we're sitting here saying we all have the same problems. They don't take our trash out,
No,
right?
nope,
They want to play video games till the wee hours in the morning.
yep. Not want to get up.
Not want to get up in the morning.
Yep.
Don't want.
It's just one thing after another. I wouldn't change it.
No.
I wouldn't change it. But it's just it's funny to me to talk to other parents, and we all are in the same position. But I have to say that when you get reports, hey, your guy's so quiet, that guy's just quiet.
Right.
And I hear this from people, and I'm like, oh, what guy are you talking about?
Right.
Because it's not the guy I know,
Correct.
not the guy at my house. But when that guy comes over here, he's quiet. I'm like, no way. And it's the same with this guy. This guy comes over to our house, and he's, thank you, yes, ma'am. So whatever it is you're doing, you're teaching them well, and any of their friends that come, I find the same thing. They're just all very polite, and it's amazing to me that they're just different when you're all in your own home doing your own thing, and they get out there and they're wild. They're wild at home,
They are.
and it's pretty darn amazing. So I wanted to ask you a little something about, we went and did St. Patrick's Day
Yes.
because we had the rain out, and that was that's a whole nother conversation, and we'll get to that another time, but I wanted to hit on this. So St. Patrick's Day, you're somewhat of a mixologist. You're
I took the class.
well, this is what you told me.
Sure.
I mean, because when I met you, I heard this bigger than life. I went to bartending school.
I did.
I went off and learned how to shuffle cards.
Sure, I did
So
that too.
what is that called again for the casino? It's a
Dealer
dealer.
school.
Dealer school.
I
Yep.
went to middle school.
Yep.
I love learning new things.
Yes, absolutely. I see that you have your hands in a lot of different activities. And so with this mixology, this bartending school, we have all these holidays. So I was thinking that when we were sitting there at this wonderful birthday party and St. Patrick's Day, and everybody out on this patio having a good time, and they're all wearing their green and drinking their green beer, and the Guinness is flowing, and
Irish car bombs.
Irish car bombs, yes, that's a whole nother, great invention.
It is.
It is. And so some other holidays kind of popped up into my head. And what do you do? This guy. What is this guy? Because we've celebrated some holidays, and I know other people out there. If you can chime in and kind of give us some suggestions on what other folks do for other holidays. There's a holiday that I'm just amazed by. What is Halloween? People celebrate Halloween like crazy. What's the drink of choice, do you think, for Halloween?
I don't think there is one for Halloween. It is
Just anything you
choice.
want?
I think it's choice.
Anything that you want. There's not one particular kind of mixed drink.
No.
Okay, what about those ones where they're kind of steamy on top and,
Well, I'm sure.
I mean, because I got to ask you, you sound to me, when you say you go to bartending school, so the bartending school that did you go to, was it just the kind where you learned how to tap the beer? Or did you learn how to shake and mix the drinks?
You have to learn how to shake and mix drinks.
You did?
But you don't learn funny drinks like that. where
Well,
you
why?
got, like, smoke
So
coming
what
out.
kind of drinks did you
I
learn
think
how to
that's-
do? Would you just pour up from a bottle into a
Every
shot?
Every bar will have a different drink, and
So you would actually have to go there and then learn what their
then
specialties
they
are.
have that drink on their menu, so they'll teach you their drink.
So you basically didn't really go to a school then to learn how to do all this. You just went there and got a certificate, and then you go jump into the pool and say, "Hey, teach me how to do
So
it."
you go to the school, when you go to the school, then you have to go to the job.
Okay, so it's on the job training.
Now you have the basics.
Okay, oh, the basics. That's what we call it. Okay, so just help me so that I can understand this, because I'm a beer guy.
There you go.
I'm a beer guy. I like all kinds of beer, and I like to see what they have over there. So when they're when they're pouring beer off the tap, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. So here you get out there then. So where do you experiment now? Just here at home? Because I know that you're not out bartending or anything like that.
I have my normal careers.
Yeah. It's okay. So
I haven't done it in a long time.
yeah. So, but I mean, obviously, when you have your friends over and stuff like that, you're willing to try and learn.
Sure.
Well, that's a
I
challenge.
enjoy it.
That's a challenge I have for you. Then I think that that's something that I would like to have somebody suggest and send it in, and we try to get you to make that.
Well, there you go.
Are you up for that challenge?
Sure. I can make a drink.
You think so? Because I would like someone to make that suggestion and put it in the comments there. Because I'd really like to see this guy make that.
Interesting.
Because I really would. Because I think that would be some interesting stuff. You think you got it in you?
Sure.
All right.
Make a drink.
We'll see what
We
happens.
can make a drink of choice and we'll drink it.
Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at today. You think we're good? Did you have anything else you wanted to add or talk
No,
about? Or
this is our third podcast.
yeah,
tonight,
yeah,
so,
we've kind of messed around a little bit.
we
and-
had some problems. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that this is, it's the problems we have is because, we don't have an engineer.
Yes.
So we're kind of on the fly with this. I think we're slowly recruiting people because they are hearing about it for the first time because, we haven't really told a lot of people.
Correct.
And, because the first one we put out was just pretty raw. It wasn't really edited or anything, so it was just us.
Yeah.
So we've actually had quite a few people step up and say, hey, we can help you tweak there and tweak here, and we're into all of those suggestions to make it better. So how do you want to end this?
Well, we just want to say, hey, please like and subscribe, and
Yeah.
we'll
And let
see
us
you next
know.
week.
Yeah, and let us know. Let us know what you think, and more to come.
More to come.
More to come. I like it. This guy, that guy.
Bye.
Bye.